And now we're going to begin to read John's Star Student book. And here's his picture right here. And let's begin. To John from Dylan B. Me and John are at the pizza party. To John from Reese. Me and John are going to climb up the treehouse. First, I am going on the tire swing. So there's Reese right there and John right there. To John from Blake. Me and John are riding on a chicken. I am the red one and John is the green one. To John from Dylan S. Me and John are playing. To John from Logan. Me and John are saving the city. This says John and that says Logan right there. To John from Chloe. Me and John are in the Garden of Eden. And there's John right there and there's Chloe right there. To John from Vivian. John and me found a pot of gold under a rainbow. To John from Easton. Me and John are in an airplane and we are following a bald eagle. To John from Jonathan. Me and John were in a treehouse and John was eating ice cream. There and there. To John from Quinn. John is selling ice cream at the ice cream stand. I have money and said, wow. So there's John and there's Quinn. To John from Giada. John and me were eating apples and saw hearts in the sky. It was so sunny that we saw 2 4-leaf clovers. To John from Cole. John and me are going to ride the train. To John from Katie. Me and John are train engineers. And it says John, Katie. To John from Leela. Me and John are surfing. Leela, John. To John from Gianna. Me and John are trapping the leprechaun. To John from Luca B. Me and John are getting chased by snow wolves. So here's Luca saying, ah, and there's John right there saying, ah. To John from Colin. Me and John are surfing and John fell off. To John from Vita. John's brother and sister are riding on his train. The tracks turn purple on a sunny day. To John from Luca T. Me and John are going rock climbing. To John from Tyler S. Me and John are bad guys. The leprechaun is a bad guy too. So this says Taylor, John. There's a leprechaun. To John from Rivers. Me and John are going fishing. And there's a J there and an R there. To John from Evan. I am on a fire truck and John is on a train. To John from Farah. We are on a train. To John from Isabella. Me and John are having a party under a rainbow. To John from Maddie. Me and John are watching the sunset. To John from Kai. Me and John were riding cheetahs, but they were too fast, so we fell off. To John from Tyler B. Me and John are doing the Irish jig. To John from Kamani. Me and John are in a treehouse. To John from Miss Clutie. John and Marvin win first prize, a big basket of cookies, for their performance at the Colorado State Comedy and Magic Club summer camp. To John from Mrs. Ayala. John loves driving his train with his pet chicken in his backyard. Rivers goes down the slide from the treehouse and Ashlyn swings. Mrs. Ayala does a somersault. Okay, that was a fun book. I hope you all really enjoyed it. Give yourselves a big hug. You guys did fantastic art and adventures and sentences in this book today.